Hi, this is Rachel from In the Library of Lady Violet, and it's time for another books read, minus the acquired bit this week, because I acquired no books at all. Since like last week, trying to think, how many videos did I read? It wasn't many. What did I say, videos? Or no, my books. Oh dear. Impending cold is clogging up the sinuses, and all the little chicken disease is getting into my head. But read a few books. Read 2 books off my sister's Kindle. I don't. She has the Kindle. For some reason, I have the 800 odd books because I don't really like reading ebooks very often. But she's basically said you need to read these books. So I was like, okay, give it a Kindle, and I read kind of both of them in one night because I do that. But it was The One That I Want by Jennifer Eccles, and also a book called A Little Less Girl by someone called Tess Oliver. I'd never heard of her before, but reading the books, like, it was actually really, really sort of interesting and kind of good book, and I wasn't really expecting. I was sort of expecting ebook. Okay, go on. I was like, oh, wow, actually, really, really like this. How very odd. It's a shame. I don't know if you can get it in a paperback or something. But also the Jennifer Eccles book I really liked because I love Jennifer Eccles books like Forget You and Love Story and Going Too Far. So the one that I want is more, I think, on the lines of sort of the Endless Summer books, the kind of not quite as serious sort of romances. It's still really fun, sort of cute reading. I really like sort of Max, and oh Jesus Christ, I can't remember her name. That's the bad thing about I read books and then completely forget some of the main characters' names. It's just like I don't remember them. But yeah, that was a really fun, cute reading. I might have to get like a physical copy of that because it's not fair. My sister has a Kindle because I want to be able to reread it whenever I want to, not rely on the battery dying or something. So yeah, I read those 2 ebooks, and then I reread Finding Sky by Joss Sterling because I read Stealing Phoenix at the end of January-ish. I thought, I really quite like these books about the Benedict boys, so I reread Finding Sky, and it's like, yeah, I do really like this series, and I really want to read the next one because it's a whole kind of thing Soul Finder sort of plot point that I really quite find interesting. So I think the idea of sort of soulmates and that kind of thing is really quite interesting, and I like in these books that it's not, although it's sort of like a crescendo of fireworks going, oh my god, it's you, but then it's not instantaneous, oh my god, I love you forever. It's like, what? No, go away, stay away. And then sort of it gradually sort of, the chemistry builds, kind of grows naturally, and not just kind of goo goo eyes instantaneously. It's like a slow growth of trust and sort of feelings. Mostly on the girls' part. The boys are all the Benedicts are all very invested in it and are instantly like, oh my god, you are the one. It's them all Sky and Phoenix that are all like, no, wait, go away, creepy boys. I love it's always English girls and American boys as well. It's like, yeah, it's us Brit girls going, no, what? Sod off, you overly good looking American lads. But yeah, I really need to look at when the next one's coming out because I don't know. And also read the other night The Hero and the Crown by Rob McKinley. This is sort of like the prequel to I'm molting all over my arms. Like the Blue Sword, set like about 500 years sooner. Although this was written after it though, so obviously any references made in Blue Sword kind of have to be like, right, I must remember where they were in here so I can make the correct references. I sort of did admittedly read this when I was knackered, and it took me at the start. The sort of the language Ron McKinley uses, the sort of flows really sort of beautiful and sort of lyrical and all that. It just when I was very very sleepy, just took a while to kind of get into the rhythm of it. But it's another female heroine going out slaying dragons and sort of trying to prove to her father and all the people who think she's just the daughter of some kind of witch woman, not really good for anything, can actually do something and is good at doing something. And she goes out and after big dragon more. He's just a few letters away from being Smaug. But yeah, that's a different story entirely. But yeah, I think surprisingly, it seems a lot happens in just God, it's quite not even 250 pages long, and it feels a lot longer than that. Sort of everything kind of squooshes in quite nicely, and there's a crossover character in here. Well, Aaron is sort of appears in Blue Sword as well, but also Luth, who's in the Blue Sword, well, rather like, is in this as well. It's like actually surprised about the sort of depth of his role in this. But yeah, it's a shame this kind of I don't know if there's any more books related to this. I think there possibly is, but I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look. So yeah, there was that, and that was I'd give that 4 stars. And also a book I finished. I want to say this morning because it feels like my morning, but considering I've only been up in the kind of PM because I don't wake up in mornings on Saturdays. I finished Heaven by Christoph Marzi. So it ended up. It's a really gorgeously written book. This is everything. Like some bits is quite sort of describing quite horrific things at times, and it's still very, very gorgeous. It's not overdone, and it's a very interesting story as well. It's sort of kind of almost set in a very realistic world, but there's a slightly sort of supernaturally twist to it, which is very interesting, and sort of references Dickens characters as well, mainly because they're the bad guys. But yeah, so really liked it. In the end, just gave this a 4 star. And I still think the stuff on the blurb on the back is just brilliant. It's like, yeah, okay, definitely very creepy, but yeah, it's such a gorgeous cover. Yeah, Heaven, pretty good. And I think that's all the books I read in the past week. Yeah. Oh, ow. Note to self: don't pull on wrists; it will cause cracking. So yeah, I've still got another week or so of the book buying ban, so I can't buy anything, which is annoying. But yeah, don't quite know what I plan on reading this week. May read something, may reread something. Keep getting random urges to reread some more books, but then when do I not? Because basically, with 26 odd books to reread, you can never read. You could spend about 2 months rereading all just only more books. But that's fine. But yeah, please ignore the quantities of ironing. I spent my Friday night ironing because I'm such a cool girl. But I was watching Criminal Minds, which is amazing. So yeah. Anywho, hope to speak to y'all soon.